Hello and welcome back, goats, to the Big Blue Purple channel. I want to start off this video by saying I got some complaints that my mic was a little quiet in the last video, which is absolutely true. It very much was. So I tried to fix that with the audio mixing and my recording software this time around. So please let me know again in the comments if it's any better, if it needs to be louder, whatnot. I can actually change the gain on my microphone. I just find that the audio quality sounds better when I have the gain at the absolute lowest. So I tried to use my recording software, but anyway, let me know in the comments below. For this video, we're not going to be talking about audio quality or recording softwares. We're going to be talking about Elden Ring speedrunning. So if you guys didn't know, the any percent Elden Ring speedrun has gotten an extremely low time. Like, Elden Ring any percent, there's this zip glitch, if you didn't know, that allows you to skip like fucking 90% of the game. It's very hard to pull off and execute. You need very specific hardware to do it, and it's super cool to watch in my opinion. However, a lot of people took this as an opportunity to say, people who have probably never seen a speedrun in their life, mind you, say that this is cheating and this ruins the game and this is blah 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 blah. So today, I grabbed a bunch of tweets that I found from a couple places on Twitter regarding Distortion 2's world record speedrun. I'm not actually sure if he still has the world record as of the current recording, because right now he's speedrunning Soul Level 1 All Remembrances. I think that's just kind of a big fuck you to anyone who said he wasn't good enough because he was doing the quote-unquote cheating category, but it's really impressive to watch that as well. Anyway, yeah, I grabbed a bunch of tweets here. They're really funny. I think there's some pretty awful takes and very, like, brain-dead, I've never seen a speedrun in my life type takes here. So let's just dig into it. Also, I'm using Risk of Rain 2 footage for this video in case anyone's wondering what game this is. I don't actually have any Elden Ring footage right now because my computer's having a bit of trouble with that game lately. I don't really know why. It was fine until, like, recently, so I'm just giving it a bit, playing some other stuff. Hopefully the issue resolves itself for me, but the recordings just ended up looking really weird and really stuttery, so yeah. I thought this would be a pretty funny one to start with. So this person says, to me, if someone uses any glitch to complete the game, then I wouldn't count that as a speedrun, simply because they aren't playing the game fairly to finish it. They're actually using a cheat/coding error to complete the game, which isn't how the game was intended to be played. I think this is a funny example to start with, because this perfectly encapsulates what I mean when I say these people have never fucking seen a speedrun in their life. Like, come on. The point of a speedrun is to find the glitches in the game that allow you to progress the game the fastest, and that's why speedruns have so many categories. If someone doesn't like a glitch because it makes the game too fast, like Elden Ring for instance, there's plenty other categories to run, like restricted, because this any percent run, the one that's under 7 minutes at this point, I believe it's even lower than that at this point, I haven't been keeping up with it. Actually, let me go check right now. Okay, so I actually just checked speedrun.com. Currently, it says that the player with the any percent unrestricted world record is a player named Seeker __, a player from France. So Distortion doesn't actually hold the record anymore. I'm sure maybe he'll take it back, maybe he'll move on to other categories. Either way, really impressive time. 5 minutes and 58 seconds is the current world record. So yeah, for a game like Elden Ring, absolutely absurdly fast time. Like, ridiculously fast for a game that took many, many players hundreds of hours to finish. So anyway, what I was getting at is this category is called any percent unrestricted. Unrestricted is what allows the players to use these kind of absurd glitches. That's why there's a restricted category in which the current world record is 25 minutes and 48 seconds using the wrong warp route. So that is the current any percent unrestricted. And All Remembrances right now is 1 hour and 26 minutes. So yeah, it's not like there's any shortage of categories to watch for players who actually want to see, you know, like gameplay of bosses or whatever. But I don't think that devalues the fact that any percent is its own challenge that not everyone could just go and get the world record on. Anyways, I went on a million tangents during that tweet, so there you guys go. Next up, this guy says, I'm really curious as to why it's an accomplishment if a giant chunk of the game is skipped or ignored. I feel like claiming a world record is silly when you barely engage with the game. I feel like the the term speedrun is just flying right over these people's heads. Like, the point is not to beat the game in the most impressive or flashy way. It's to beat it as fast as you fucking can, given no restrictions. That is what the category is. Any percent unrestricted. Anything in the game, dev's error or not, is open to you to beat the game as fast as humanly possible. That is the only goal. If you're not interested in watching that, oh boy, is there some categories for you, like level 1, all remembrances, or just all remembrances, or, you know, all the other categories that are going to pop up that people are running. There's no need to just stick to the any percent run if you don't like it. Now this one is really funny. Great achievement, but it discredits the entire team who took the effort and time to make this beautiful game possible. Speedruns are cool, but have you tried enjoying the game? I don't really know what these people think speedrunners do, but I mean, I guess Distortion 2 just bought this game and started zip glitching right to 7-minute times in the fucking month he bought. That's it. He didn't even play the game. He didn't even, you know, play the game normally. No, he just zipped. That's what he did. He installed the game. It's day 2 and he's zipping to the final boss in 2 minutes. No, like, that's not what happened at all. Obviously, he's played through the game casually. He's uploaded the whole playthrough onto his channel, if you're interested. I'm sure Distortion 2 will be so grateful to have the big blue purple shoutout from all 5 of his viewers. But anyway, yeah, it's just like, this devalues the entire accomplishments of all the dev team guys because somebody wanted to see how fast they could beat the game. Like, it's not like anyone could just go and do this. I sure as hell can't. My PC can't get a solid enough frame rate to do the zip glitch. And that's fine. I don't care. And I don't have the precision to do it either. I can't just blame my specs. I see a lot of people say that. They're like, oh, if I had the specs, man, I'd have this world record. Like, probably not. You probably wouldn't. Either way, though, I think it's an absurd statement to say speedruns devalue dev accomplishments. It's like, there's tons of videos online of devs reacting to speedruns of their own game. I saw one of the Messenger devs, which is a great indie game. And I actually saw the Risk of Rain 2 devs, speak of the fucking devil, the game I'm playing in the background. Both of those devs, I saw a video where they reacted to speedruns of their own game and had a good laugh at all the bugs that were being used and stuff like that. Devs don't have this horrible relationship with speedrunners where they're like, oh, speedrunners are like the bad kids and they're gonna fucking ruin everything and we're gonna have to patch everything they do. There's a reason a lot of games don't patch the optimal glitches that speedrunners use. Anyways, as you can see, I am far too good at rambling about random bullshit for far too long. So let us move on to the next tweet, and this tweet says, gotta love the stand in place and use a macro category. Really thrilling stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure they can't use macros, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm like 90% sure they can't do that, and Distortion actually shows his keyboard in his run and he's doing shit, so I'm pretty sure that's just a fucking absurd claim in the first place. But even if it isn't, there are, like I've said several times already in this video, there are several other categories for you to go watch where they engage with other elements of gameplay and you don't have to watch this standing in place and using a macro. How tragic that they're just forcing you to spend 7 minutes of your life watching a speedrun you don't care about. I really hope they stop holding that gun to your head that's forcing you to watch that video. I'm so sorry for you. Alright, next up, Cyber Skull says, why is bugging your way around the bosses considered a finished speedrunning... Oh, hold up. Wait, what? What? I think he meant to put a period there. Okay, guys. Why is bugging your way around the bosses considered a finish? Speedrunning games makes no sense. It's really speed bugging around. Wow. He got him. Playing the actual game, I'll be impressed when you kill all the main bosses in under an hour. God, I had a fucking aneurysm trying to read this. I don't remember it being this hard to read when I saved it. Anyway, I don't think this guy realizes that there's a category for killing all the main bosses, but it isn't under an hour yet, unfortunately, because that's a very lengthy run, and Distortion is, like I said earlier, running Soul Level 1, all bosses, so that's a fucking crazy category to go watch if you want to see a raw display of skill, as opposed to a raw display of execution on glitches, which in its own right is a skill, but hey, these people would disagree. Alright, this next guy says, this is not entertainment to me. I'd sooner watch someone 150 plus hour run of exploring everywhere than watching these speed runs. And instead of replying to this one myself, I found a brilliant response here. And this guy simply responded with, "Then fucking do that." And couldn't have said it better myself, indeed. Then go watch someone's 150 plus hour run instead of the 7-minute speedrun that you clearly don't fucking enjoy watching. Alright, so William Willinger here says, "These kind of speedruns are a joke, lol. It's literally who can glitch through the game the fastest? What's the point? Just to show how vulnerable the coding is?" This guy thought he said something with this, but really he just answered his own question within his own tweet. He says, "Who can glitch through the game the fastest?" and then says, "What's the point?" Well, you literally answered your own question. The point is to glitch through the game the fastest because it's a speedrun without restrictions where you can use any glitch provided to you. Yeah, these people are fucking morons, dude. I don't even try to come across as, like, toxic in these videos, but, like, come on. If you don't know anything about speedrunning, then don't comment on the speedrunning scene. Clearly, this guy doesn't know what the fuck a speedrun is if he's asking what the point of beating the game fast is. Like, oh my god, go... With more sales comes more idiots, I suppose, right? That is the way. Okay, so Sean here says, "Incredibly boring, but I guess it's content to put out. Same category of glitching Pokemon Red to beat the game in 1 second. Not really any soul skill involved here." Well, for the 1000th time in this video, go watch another category, but aside from that, yeah, there's no soul skill here, if that's what you want to fucking call, you know, dodging and pressing R1, but the skill involved here is actually a lot more precise, arguably, and harder than playing Elden Ring. Elden Ring is played by millions of people. This world record is held by one. I think there's a small discrepancy there and a reason for it besides just hardware. And yes, I understand that the hardware aspect of this any percent run is its biggest flaw, but aside from that, it is extremely hard to pull off. It requires an immense amount of, like, pixel-perfect inputs to get the zip glitches. Like, people who don't know about speedrunning just assume that these exploits are, oh, go here, press this button, and teleport to the end of the game, but no, it's not that simple. There's a reason that only a very small percentage of people actually hold impressive times on speedrun games, go figure. I wouldn't even consider myself super involved with speedrunning or anything. I learned how to speedrun Mega Man X when I was younger, the 100% route, and I never got that good at it, but I thought it was fun and it was a good time. And I do love watching maybe some speedruns and some GDQ, but, like, really, like, I'm not that into the speedrun community, and I can sit here and tell you how a fucking speedrun works because it's common sense to anyone who's watched any sense of a speedrun. Like, what is there to say other than a speedrun is to beat the game as fast as humanly possible and get a world record time? This gives me the same energy as when someone sees, like, a high-level Street Fighter V for the first time and they're like, "Oh, why are they just spamming fireballs? Surely that's not hard." And there's, like, you know, a fucking million more layers to it than that. This one's pretty funny. If you've actually even been on this side of Twitter at all, you've probably seen this tweet by someone because it ended up becoming a copy pasta a little bit after. I don't know if this is the original, but I still think it's a fucking hilarious tweet. Anyway, this guy says, "Is there prestige in speedrunning a game using exploits? Are you now the fastest exploiter or fastest cheater?" Well, he is the fastest exploiter, and he is the fastest person to complete Elden Ring, so kind of, but no, he's not cheating. He's not using cheats. He is using things within the realm of the game to complete the game. There is a huge discrepancy between exploiting and cheating, and I think most people who have played any multiplayer game in their entire life should know this, and even within single-player games, this should be pretty fucking obvious that using actual illegal cheats that are downloaded from outside of the game are different than exploiting bugs in the game for an advantage. But that's a whole other topic, and I've been rambling so fucking much in this video, I'm actually gonna go through, like, most of this gameplay. Goddamn. Yeah, sorry, but skipping 99% of the game, abusing exploits, shouldn't be accounted as a speedrun. One thing is triggering a small glitch like in Super Mario 64 where you needed luck and skill to replicate the glitch and save a few minutes off, not a fucking skip of the whole game. And like I said earlier, the amount of skill required to pull off these glitches is greatly underestimated. I guarantee you that most people couldn't just go and do a zip glitch. It takes fucking hours of practice, let alone doing like a 9 in a row to beat the game on perfect perfect frame inputs. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't even need to respond to this tweet because someone did it for me. Peep this. They responded with, you can beat Super Mario 64 without collecting a single star, and it is a 6-minute and 30-second long speedrun, very similar to the Elden Ring any percent unrestricted. So yeah, this person thought they knew about speedruns, but didn't do their fucking research, because guess what? Any percent unrestricted is a category in a lot of games that gets really insane times. Like, I'm pretty sure it was Super Mario World or something that had, like, a literal, like, 60-second speedrun or some shit. Because you could get this insane momentum and glitch to the end of the game. I could be wrong about that. I think it's Super Mario World. Now, here's the actual, much more reasonable approach on the thing. But this guy says, zip glitch is hugely detrimental to the speedrunning scene optics of the game. Changed my mind. And, well, I don't think I can change the guy's mind. I will say that there are other categories, and those other categories can be speedrun as well. It's like, sure, the any percent unrestricted run is very, very fast and relies on these very, very frame-perfect glitches that are hardware dependent, but like we've said a million times, there are other categories, and you don't have to run this one. I can kind of see where this tweet is coming from, and it's a much more like a reasonable take on the matter. I still think it's fine, personally. I mean, hey, I'm not running the routes, so there's that. But it seems like most people who are running the route think it's really fun and think it's a good time to just fucking glitch around like that. It's not easy mode, you know? You're not just skipping the, like, it's not like someone who just bought Elden Ring could be like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to skip to the end of the game and beat it real quick in 7 minutes. Like, no, they won't. It'll take tens of hundreds of hours to even be able to consistently zip at all. Or get any consistency on zipping at all, I guess. How is this considered speedrunning? You don't even play the game and rely on glitches. If people do actual speedruns in a few hours, I'd be impressed. This is just lame as shit. Well, Adam here probably doesn't know about other categories as well, because a lot of new Elden Ring players who are complete fucking casuals, and I don't mean that in like a get good way, but just people who aren't very like experienced with the speedrunning scene and the Dark Souls community in general, they don't know that there is multiple categories in a speed game, and that the any percent run in Dark Souls 2 is like just as fucking broken in a sense. It's longer and there's a couple of mandatory bosses, but like, yeah, this is the first time a Souls game has been this broken, but like, it's not the first time that a Souls game speedrun has had a lot of skipped bosses and areas. Literally every Souls game, any percent run skips bosses and areas, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Anyways, I feel like we've kind of retread the same ground with like a billion tweets at this point of people who just don't know that there's more than one category, or think that they know something about speedrunning when they clearly fucking don't. But yeah, anyway, it's been pretty funny reading these. Like, I'm excited to see how the speedrun scene develops. I'm excited to see all the crazy ass categories that get run in the future. Like, Dark Souls 3 had some really fucking wild shit eventually. Sekiro had like blindfolded speedruns. There's one at GDQ that was really cool. But yeah, there was like a broken straight sword speedrun of Dark Souls 3 that was like, I think it was only like 3 hours too, which was crazy shit. But yeah, there's going to be so many great categories to come of Elden Ring, and if you don't enjoy the any percent speedrun, that is all good, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you shouldn't go on the internet and sound like an idiot about how, oh man, this is ruining the fucking speedruns, and this is invalid, and like, I don't know how many of these players are just like casual players who feel like their completion of the game is invalid because someone beat it faster than them using glitches, but it's whatever. Like, it's a fucking speedrun. If you look at any other game's speedrun, you'll probably find something to get mad at if you're one of these people. So, yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna just about do it for this video. Thanks so much for all the support on my channel recently. After the last kind of 2 Elden Ring Steam review videos, I've been getting so much fucking attention. I think the algorithm just blessed me or some shit. But it's weird getting this many views as such a low subscriber channel. I don't really know too much about this YouTube stuff. I'm not super great at it right now. But I'm hoping to continue to make videos and continue entertaining people. Just like, I'd appreciate any kind of feedback in the comments below. Like, I would love reading your guys' comments, even if I don't respond to them all or heart them all. Just know that I am checking them out and I am reading what you guys are saying. So yeah, leave me any feedback below, what kind of videos you might want to see me make. or, you know, what I could improve in my videos. I don't know if I should add music or if I should just stick to using my voice. Hopefully the volume is better in this video, like I said at the beginning, but we will find out. Overall, just a big thank you to all the support lately, and if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, leave a like, and I guess hit that bell too. That's what all the big dog YouTubers say. Hit that bell so you get notified when I upload some shitty video. And yeah, that's about it. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.